Hey, hi guys, this is Bakapa Chincholikar. Welcome back to tutorial on how to develop Selenium Cucumber BDD framework. In the previous tutorial, we have discussed how to implement basic listeners in Selenium Cucumber framework. In today's tutorial, we will talk about how to generate extend report version 4 in Cucumber with Selenium framework by using the page object model concept. So let us jump to the Eclipse IDE. So before creating any of the classes, so I will open the pom.xml file. Let me mention you the what are the different jar files I'm using for generating the extend report. So if I go maximize this particular tab, so I'm using one dependency called extend reports and one more dependency I'm using, that is free marker. So these two dependency will help me in generating the extend report version 4 with Cucumber Selenium framework. So you need to mention these two dependencies. First one is extend reports version 4.0.6 and the free marker version of the jar file is 2.3.23. So that's it. So let me close this pom.xml file. So I'll go to the source here. So in the previous tutorial, we have created this particular package com.testautomation.listeners. Under that, we have defined one simple class called iTestListener IMPL class. So this is a simple class we have defined. So I am going to create a simple class under the listeners package. So class name is, I'm going to provide you the class name here as ExtendReportListener. So here I'm creating the simple class. So here I'm specifying the class name as ExtendReportListener. Then I will click on finish button. So that's it. So let me copy all the code from this particular text file. So I will explain you the line by line what exactly each of the lines are doing in this particular class. So just I will paste it here in this class. That's it. I will maximize this particular class. Before explaining this code, first I will import all the related packages. So that all comes from the com.eventstack.extendReports. So now I am importing extend reports. Then I will import the extend test. Then still we have many other inbuilt methods we need to import. That's it. So you need to import the WebDriver. So don't worry about the code. I will explain you each of the lines, what exactly the functionality. So just import as of now. So that's it. There are no errors in this class. So first I have created a simple method called setup. The return type of this particular method is extend reports. So this is a path where exactly my report is going to generate. So before explaining this code, I will create one simple folder under this particular project called reports. Under this particular folder, name of the report will be ExtendReport.html. So as we are generating the HTML reports, so I'm specifying the .html format. So this name can be anything you can specify. It is not mandatory. You can specify extend-report.html. You can give any name. So let me create a simple folder under this particular project. So as I'm specifying dot, so it is refers to the current project. Under this, it is looking at this particular folder. After that, it is going to generate this extend-report.html file. So let us create the simple folder in the same project. So here I'm just creating the folder. So I will click on next button. Here I will specify the folder name as reports. Under this particular folder, my extend report going to generate. So we have got the reports folder under the current project. Then simply we are specifying the location in the next line by creating the object of HTML reporter. Then we are setting the document title. After that we are setting the report name. So document title is nothing but the tab name. Say for example, if you whenever you open any of the HTML file, there will be a title, I mean that particular tab name. So that we are going to write here. You can specify anything here. So that particular name will be displayed on the tab. So we will, after generating the report, we will modify these stuffs and I will show you how exactly it is impacting on the report. So after that we are setting the name. So I'm giving the automation test report. This is the set theme. So here I'm using the setting the color for the my extend report. Then simply I'm printing one line. So extend report location initialized. Then I'm by using the report object, I'm calling to the start method. After that I'm creating the object of extend reports. Then I'm attaching all this report. So whatever we have set the properties for this particular all report location and document title, color of the HTML, color of the extend report and all. So next, another set of properties I have mentioned here. So basically this information will be displayed on the dashboard. First one is application name. So application name I have specified the YouTube here, and this is the inbuilt method, so it gets the operating system name. So after that, so in another property I have specified username. So I'm using the system.get property. I'm mentioning the user.name. So this automatically it gets the this particular system name. And after that I'm writing system.out.println. All after setting the information, just I'm printing this particular message on the screen. So at the last I'm returning the extend type. So once it is done, so this particular method I'm going to call in the iTestListener. So we'll move on to that particular class once I'm done explaining with this particular class. So this is the one method I have set up. So in this particular setup method, just we have specified where exactly our extend report has to be generated, and what is the application name, and what is the document name, what is the report name, and color of the HTML, color of the extend report name we have specified. So that's it, what we have written in the setup method. So one more method I have called TestAppHandle. So this particular method I have written for to handle the exception. Say for example, in one of the steps, if that particular step got failed, so how to print our information, exception details into the extend report. So this particular method, it is taking the argument as test case status. So based on the status, it is going to print the message on the extend report. Then I have taken the WebDriver object. Then one more parameter I have taken extend test, and one more parameter I have taken throwable type. So first test case status I am taking because based on this I can perform some action. So here I have used the switch case. So if it is fail, only this particular case will be going to get executed. Say for example, whenever the test got failed, that time our browser will be not closing. So I'm handling in this particular step. So driver I am using because whenever that particular test case got failed, so we need to capture the screenshot. Basically we need to capture particular screenshot of the any screen. We need to have the driver object. So extend test I'm using because to write the exception details. So here basically in these two lines what I'm doing is in the first line just I'm writing this particular test case is failed. So this particular message is printing in the red color because I have specified here the red color. So you can specify any of the color, you can highlight this particular text that is called test case is failed. So in the next, by using this extend test, I'm going to write the fill in stack trace information into the extend report. So then I have throwable. By using this throwable, I'm going to write the all the exception details into the extend report. So whenever that particular test case got failed or any test step got failed, this particular case condition is going to execute it. So next I have used one more pass case. So I'm not worrying about this particular case. Simply I have defined. We are not using this particular case as of now. So just be clear with this setup method and the TestAppHandle. So that's it in the ExtendReportListener. So let us move on to the iTestListener implementation. So in this class what I will do is first I'm going to declare the simple variable called ExtendReport reports object in the iTestListener IMPL class. Then simply I will import all the related stuffs. So what I will do is in this particular class, so I'm going to inherit the properties of ExtendReportListener. So I will copy this class name. I will inherit the properties by using the extend keyword. So that's it. Just a second guys. So here I'm specifying the extends keyword. Sorry, it is extends. So I have inherited the properties of all the properties which are there in the extend report listener. So then I have declared this particular variable. So what I will do is on start method, just I will call to the this particular method, the setup method from the this particular class. So on start method we have in the down. So let us go and call to the setup method which is there in the extend report listener class. So I'm calling this particular method in the on start method in the iTest listener implementation class. So on finish, what I will do is just I will flush all the stuffs. So in this particular case, sorry, just I'm flush is nothing but it is going to close the all the properties which is all the connections which is open to the extend report while generating the extend report. So that's it. So in the iTest listener implementation class, just we have declared one simple variable that is private static extend reports. This particular object I'm using in the down here. So just I'm the return type of this particular setup method is we have extend reports type. So that's the reason I'm assigning to the extend object. Then at the end by using this particular object I'm flashing it. So I'm closing all the connections which are created to while generating the extend report. So that's it guys, we have done with extend report setup. So let us move on to the one of the feature we have discussed while implementing the page object model with Selenium Cucumber framework. So here I'm opening the YouTube channel validation.feature file. So this particular feature file we are going to use to generate the extend report. So just I will open the this particular step. So just I will maximize this class. So that's it. So what it does is simply let me execute before implementing the extend report. So I will copy this particular tag name. Once we have executed successfully, I'll go to the runner. We will implement the extend report with the page object model class. So simply I will define the tag name as annotation UAT testing 2. So just I will run this particular suit. So the scenario for this page object model with Cucumber Selenium framework is it opens the youtube.com and here it searches with the some keywords. Then it will click on the my channel name. Then it validates the title name of this particular tab. So it will verify whether this particular title is displayed properly or not. So it is executed properly. It is total test run is 1 and the 0 failures and 0 skips. So just I'll open this particular feature file. Now I will go to the this particular first step. So first step, what it does, simply it opens the Chrome browser with URL. So I'm going to maintain one simple standard in each of the steps. So let me go to the text file. So just I will copy this stuff. So this is a standard I'm maintaining in each of the steps in the step definition class. So I'll paste it. So let me import all the related packages. Before importing, what I will do is I'm going to inherit this particular ExtendReportListener class in the step definition class, that is YouTube validation step def class. By using the extends keyword. So that's it. You need to import that particular package which is there in the com.testautomation.listener. So that's it. So we have copied and pasted here. So what I will do is just I will import the related packages first. So you need to import from the com.eventstack.extendReports. So once it is done, let me import the scenario which is coming from the com.eventstack.extendReport. So that's it. So basically we have used this particular driver.quit to close the browser, but in the first step we are not closing the browser. I'm just deleting it. So I'll copy this particular statements. Then I will paste it under try block. That's it. So in the first step we are mentioning the future name. So we have specified the future.class. So here we need to mention the future name. So I'll go to the future file. Just I will copy the future name. Then I will paste it here. And next we are specifying the scenario name. So I will go to the future file. Just I will copy the scenario name. And I will paste it here. So that's it. Next we are specifying the given keyword. So in the whatever mentioned in the given, just I will copy this particular given statement. So instead of copying this, I'll go to the step definition file. I will copy this particular method name as the given statement. I'll paste it here. That's it. So we have created the future, and after that we have mentioned the scenario name, and after that we have created the simple node. Under that we have mentioned the given keywords. So that's it. Once it is done, what I will do, if everything is got executed, I'm going to use this particular loginfo dot pass. So everything is got working fine. So it will reach to the line number 39 and it will print this particular information in the extend report. So here I'm writing open browser, open Chrome browser and entered URL. So that's it. So that's all I have in the try block. And we have the catch statement here. So if any assertion got failed or anything, any exceptions occurred in the try block, so it will comes to the catch block. So I have explained you what exactly this particular method is doing in the ExtendReportListener class. If I go to the step definition, if I click on this, so here I'm passing the fail because whenever any exception occurred in this particular try block, so it comes to the catch block. So obviously that means so something wrong in the try block. So obviously we need to log the status as fail only. So that's the reason here I'm specifying the fail condition. Then I am passing the driver object. This log information is nothing but just we are returning the object of, sorry, we are passing the object of extend test type, and this is a throwable type. So it, if any exception is there, it will catch us and it will prints in the extend report. If I go to this particular step, so just now I have explained we have used the switch case. After that we have return two case, first is fail and the next one is pass. So this particular case we have used for fail. This particular line, what it does is it highlights the particular message in the red color if in case that particular test case got failed. And next line is for to print the exception details into the extend report. So that's it. I will go to the step def file. So just I will save it. So we are done with the first step. So let us do it same for the next 3 steps. So I'll go to the future file. So I will navigate to the second step. First we have opened the browser and we have entered the URL. Next we are searching for the Selenium tutorial. Then we are clicking on the channel name. Then we are validating the channel name in the particular page, right? So I will go to the second step. So this is the second step I have. So I'll copy the template what I have for each of the steps. So simply I will paste it here. Anyway, I don't require future and the scenario because it is a simple keyword when we need to specify here. Then after that, here we need to specify the what are the different keywords we have used for the when. So let us paste it here. So anyway, we don't require this particular quit. So this catch statement will be remain same. So I'll just cut this particular line and we are pasting in the try block. So that's it. I will use the log info. So basically this particular object we are using to log the information in the extend report. So here I'm saying the pass. So once these two lines got executed properly, so it is going to print this particular message in the extend report. So second step I have is search Selenium tutorial. So here I'm specifying searching Selenium tutorial. So that's it. So second step is done. So let us move on to the third step. So here we are clicking on the channel name. So just I will copy the template I have for the each of the steps in the step definition class. So I will simply paste it here. So let us delete first two lines. So first two lines are there for to create the future and to define the scenario. So as it is a one simple step, so we need to delete those. Just we need to specify the whether it is a given keyword or when keyword. So in my case it is a when keyword. So then I will copy this particular, click on channel keywords and I'll paste it here. Then I don't require this quit method also, just I will delete it. So let us cut this particular line and paste into the try block. Then simply I will write the information to the extend report log as a pass. So here you need to specify the string values. So it is clicking on the channels in this particular step. So here I'm writing clicked on the channel name. So that's it. So we are done with the third step and we are moving on to the fourth step. So in this fourth step, what we are doing is we are validating the title of that particular page and the actual value. So that is the actual value and the expected value we are asserting here by using the assert.equals method. So let us copy the template what I have for each of the steps in the step definition class. So let me delete first two lines. So I don't require them. So let us give the then keyword here. Then I will give the step name as the validate channel name. Then simply here quit should be there. So once before quitting, let us cut this information above and just I will paste it in the above try block. So I'll paste it after the login, after writing the step name into the HTML extend report. So in this, let me delete this driver.quit. So that's it. So by using this log info object, what I will do is that is extend test object. I'm going to pass the log information to the extend report. Here I'm selecting the string as a parameter. So here I'll display validated channel title. So that's it. So we are done with almost all the steps. So let us go to the future file. So I am going to rename this particular UAT testing with the extent report. So here I'm specifying the tag name for this particular feature as extend report. So just I will save it. I'll copy this particular tag name. I'll go to the test runner class. So I will specify in this particular tags. So as we are generating extend report, I don't need these plugins. So as of now, I will comment all the stuffs here. So let me put the brackets. So that's it. So we are using this plugin to generate the reports as we are integrating the extend report version 4 with the Cucumber Selenium framework. So let us go to the feature file. Let us verify what we have done till now. So first we have created one extend report listener class. We have defined setup as a method. We have set up all the related to the information to the extend report. Then we have one more method called that to handle the steps in the future file. So if any test case got failed, so how to write those exception details into the extend report. So in the test listener, what I have did, just in the on start, I have called to the setup method. Then in the on finish we have called to the flush method to close the connection to the extend report. So that's all I have. So after that, what we have done, so we have opened this feature file, then we have implemented extend report in each of the steps. So first we have copied a simple template and we started writing creating the feature and the scenario name and all the stuffs. And in the catch block we have handled in case this particular step got failed, so it is going to log those exception details to the extend report. So let us verify all the step name what we have logged is correct or not. So we have logged the open Chrome browser with URL. Then next step, search for Selenium tutorial. So if I open this, so here I'm logging the search Selenium tutorial as a step name. So that's it. Let us move on to the third step. So here I'm writing click on channel name. So click on channel name, I have logged in. Then we are passing the log information as clicked on the channel name. So let us move on to the fourth step. So we need to log this particular step. We have entered this particular step in the while creating a node, and we have logged the information. If it is matched, I mean the expected channel name and the actual channel name, so it is going to pass this particular scenario. So that's it guys, let us go and execute our XML file. So first it is launching the web browser, then it has to enter the search criteria, then it has to click on my channel name, then it validates the title of the particular page. So it is got executed. So let us maximize this console. So we had total 1 scenario and it is executed 4 steps in that particular scenario. There are no failures. So let us, as of now there is nothing in this particular reports folder. Just go and refresh this particular project. So just now it has created the extent-reports.html file. So if I open this particular report, so first it is displaying you this is a future name and this is a scenario I have. So these are the step names: open Chrome browser with URL and search Selenium tutorial, click on channel name, and the final step we have is validate channel name. And whatever we are using right in the log info, right? So let us maximize this. So whatever we are using log info.pass, right? So this particular information is printing on the down of each of the steps, validated channel title. So same message I have written in I have passed in this particular method that is called pass. So those information are getting logged in this particular each of the below of the each steps. So if you look at here, this is the future tab and this is the scenario tab and this is the steps tab. So in the features tab, it will display you the number of features got executed and number of features got failed. In the scenario tab also, here it will display you the number of scenarios are passed and number of scenarios are failed. The steps also, it displays you the number of steps passed and number of steps got failed. So that is the high level information you will get here. So let us go to this particular icon. So in this particular dashboard, we see all the information. So here you will get the information like how many features and how many scenarios got logged and how many steps got executed. This is the start time and this is the end time. So here you will get the total time taken to execute all the scenarios or features. So if I go down here, So this is the information what we have provided in the extent report. So if I go to the extent report, so this is the application name I have specified here, so YouTube. So after that we have specified the operating system. So this operating system, so I'm getting the os.name, and the next parameter I have is username. So all these two information it is displayed in the operating system as a Windows 10 and the username as a Bakappa. So it automatically gets the all the information from the system. So that's it. So let us execute multiple scenarios. What I will do is I'll go to this scenario file. I will copy this particular scenario multiple times. So as of now we have executed only one. So I have copied and pasted the same scenario 4 times. So now the report should show all the information. In our case, it is showing only one scenario got passed and the only one feature got passed. So next time it has to show the all the information, like we are executing total 4 scenarios. So let us run the testng.xml file. For the first time, it is running the first scenario. So it is entering the search criteria, then it is clicking on the search button, then it is validating the title of the next page. So first scenario got executed. So next second scenario is running. So now 2 scenarios got completed. Now the third scenario is running. Now the third scenario is completed. Now it will start running the fourth scenario. So now the fourth scenario execution is completed. So if you look at here in the console, so total executed 4 scenarios, and how many steps got executed? Total 16 steps, because in each of the steps we have 4 steps. So there are total test run is 1 and there are 0 failures. So let us go to the extent report. Let me refresh this particular folder. So if I opened here, so in the scenario tab, I mean scenario, in this particular scenario, it is executed. Sorry guys. So this is a feature. So total features got executed is 4, because as we are creating the, in each of the scenario we are creating the future. So it is taking the count in the future. So it is showing the 4 feature got passed. And if you look at here, total number of scenarios got passed is 4. And if you look at in the steps dashboard, in this dashboard it is showing you the how many steps are there in the this total 4 scenarios. There are total 16 steps which is got passed, and there are 0 failures. So if you look at here, so first it is showing in the first scenario, in the second it is showing the second scenario, fourth it is showing you the fourth scenario, sorry guys, third scenario, and the fourth we have the. So as if you look at this particular dashboard, it is showing the total number of scenarios got executed is 4, all are got passed. So if you look at here, all are passed, there are no errors as of now. So what I will do is I will just forcefully I will fail this particular one test case, and we will see that particular exception details are logging in the extent report or not. So what I will do is, in the future file, simply I will delete all the stuffs here because I don't want to run all the 4 scenarios. I don't want to fail all the 4. So I'll go to the validate channel name step. So here this is our expected value, right? Just I will delete yes first test case. Sorry guys, let it be yes. But what I will do is I will just delete e character in the expected. So now it will not match because expected is different and actual will be different. So it has to write all the exception details into the extent report. So let us quickly execute our testng.xml file. So it is launching the web browser, then it is going to enter the youtube.com. Then it has entered the search criteria, then it is clicking on the channel name, then it has to validate the title of that particular page. So if you open this particular console, so it is saying all 1 scenarios and the 4 steps got executed. So if I go to the extent report, just I have refreshed this particular folder. So if I open this particular HTML report, so if you look at here, so this particular scenario got executed. This is the scenario name we have. This is the future name we have. So in the final step, it is got failed. So it is highlighted in the red color. So this particular red color can be any color. So that depends on you how you are going to set in the this particular property. That is, in the extend report listener, we are going to say here as a red. So if you specify different color, it is going to highlight in the different color as well. So if we look at this particular exception details, so it is saying channel names are not matching. So this is the expected. So what we are getting is yet one e extra we are getting. So that's the reason it is got failed. So you will get the all the information in the logs, and also you will get the information failure information in the this particular icon. If you click on this, so here it will tell you the which future file and which is the scenario, and here you will get the all the information, whatever the exception details are displayed in the log, right? So all the information is going to display in the this particular icon as well. So whatever this information will be displayed in the this particular icon also. So that's all I have in this session. So let me show you a couple of things again. So here we are able to see the tab name as automation test report, and here you are seeing the automation test report. These two names can be changed. How? So let us go to the extend report listener class. So here I'm specifying the document title. I mean, we are setting the document title. So this can be anything. So this particular name is displaying in the tab name, that is automation test report. So if I wanted to display as backup iron, so here I'm specifying the backup iron. So in the next here, whatever we are displaying automation test report, right? So I will mention the here I'm going to display as cucumber BDD automation report. So this particular backup iron is going to display in the tab, and this particular cucumber BDD automation test report is going to display in the automation report place. So if I execute this particular XML file now, So it has launched the web, sorry, it is launching the web browser, and it is going to enter the URL now, and it has to specify the search criteria. And it is going to validate the stuffs over there. So if I refresh this particular reports folder, just I will open this particular HTML report. If you look at this particular tab name, so now it has displayed the backup IN. And if you look at this particular report name, so it is displaying you the Cucumber BDD automation report. So that's how the settings will work in the extend report generation time. So one more is standard is nothing but I am going to change the, this time I am going to change the color of the this particular extend report. So now it is displaying in the standard format in the white screen. So if I wanted to make it as a dark, so what change you need to do is just you need to set the theme for the generating extend report. What I will do is I will select the dot dark. So it is going to generate as the report in the dark color. So if I execute this particular testng.xml file, so it has entered the URL. Then it has to specify the search criteria. Then it has to click on the search button. Then it has to validate the title of this particular page. So let us refresh this particular reports folder. And if I open ExtendReport.html, so our report got displayed in the dark colors. So all the information is visible over here. So all the information, because this particular condition is not matching expected value and the actual value. So that's the reason it is getting failed. So that's all I have in this session. If you have any questions, please comment in the comment section. So stay tuned for the next tutorial on how to attach screenshot into the extent report version 4 for the failed script. And the next tutorial I'm going to create on how to attach screenshot for each of the steps. So if you have any questions or if you face any difficulties in doing this, please comment in the comment section. If you want to get more updates from this particular channel, please click on subscribe button. If you like this video, please like and share with your friends and colleagues. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial on how to develop Selenium Cucumber BDD framework.